Well, welcome to a new era in the simulation football league, as the Carolina Skyhawks play host to the Vancouver Legion. Live from David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. Old friends get together as it's the Skyhawks versus the Legion. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrup, going solo this evening as Vancouver and I have Stephen Hacker with me. Hey, Stephen.
Hey, buddy. You're just used to me doing stats. I know how it is.
My apologies. What are you looking forward to the most? Another one of the exhibition games gets underway.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Colin. The thing I think I'm most looking forward to in this one is just maybe trying to get an idea of the identity of these two teams, get a rough feel for what kind of playbook they want to use, and what kind of identity they're going to try to develop going into season 21 with this new platform.
We have the kickoff underway, and fielding it on the return is Justice Blackwell up the middle across to the 20, and he'll mark him down at the 26-yard line. It'll be first down, and we'll get our first look at this Vancouver offense, Stephen, which got a major facelift via the draft.
Yeah, Vancouver definitely went deep into their pocket for this draft and really surprised a lot of people.
We get Christian Brown starting the game under center quarterback, the team's returning starter. He tosses the ball off, and that's one of their rookie picks. Logan Lee picks up 2 yards as the tackle's made out by Danny Stenson. Of course, it's Christian Brown at QB1, but QB2 is Austin Blanco. A very surprising pick. Wide receivers are Justice Blackwell, the rookie, Zoro Luna, Brett Killian, Chris Curtis, and Kristen Seary, along with Timothy Mossam King. Abad Ruiz III is at tight end, along with Stephen McMichaels. This pass underneath complete to the Hall of Famer, Robert Redford, number 28. So 2 quarterbacks, 2 tailbacks for the Legion, wearing their all whites today. We'll get to Carolina's defense. This is a 3rd down and 6. Brown back to throw. Under some pressure, lets it go, and the passes.
Whoa.
They say it's caught by Curtis for the first down.
What a dot thrown there by Christian Brown, moving around in the pocket, feeling the pressure coming down on him at the last second, and just somehow off his back foot, a tight spiral, squeezes it in between 3 defenders. What an absolute dot from Christian Brown.
Defense for Carolina, Levon Irvine at defensive end, followed by Christopher Colon. Phil Hall and the rookie Stephen Forbes are at defensive tackle. Danny Stenson's inside. Mojo McClain and Siobhan Prasad outside, as this pass is caught for a 1-yard gain. That is Stephen McMichaels, the tight end. Tackle made by Siobhan Prasad. Tristan Hatley, Skippy Curtis, and Davison Joseph are the corners. Safeties are Eberry Emil Ilgen, Monty Wyatt, and the rookie strong safety Chris Delroe. Redford only able to pick up about 2, and that'll set up 3rd and 7. Stephen.
Yeah, that was a lot to go through there, but there's so much to go on, and that was Tristan Hatley there, number 22, in the blue to make the tackle.
We get our first look at Austin Blanco, formerly of San Jose, picked deep in the draft by the Legion, getting his first snaps at quarterback. It'll be a pass down the middle, tipped and incomplete. Knocking the ball away is Monty Wyatt, and it'll be a punting situation for the Legion.
Yeah, and the Vancouver looked like they were picking up a little bit of momentum as that drive was going. but stalled out just around midfield. So good job by the Skyhawks to regain their composure here at home and force the punt out of the Legion.
View from behind the punter. New camera angle. To start at the snap as the punt is away. Good hang time over 4 seconds, and Heath McDaniel Jr. gets knocked down by Sawyer Stern down there on special teams at fullback number 34.
Yeah, I like that. Nice little wrecking ball, moving their way down the field and just kind of padding the stat sheet. Maybe don't get a whole lot of targets and receptions, but you can come away with a triple double, so to speak.
Matt South, the Carolina quarterback, steps up under the center. He's got Ike McBride as his running back there. We'll get to the rest of the starting lineups after this play. The pitch out to McBride. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and picks up 9 yards before being smacked down to set up a second and short. Joining McBride in the backfield, of course, is Tori Hanzo as a 1-2 punch. Wide receivers, Wiley Quintero, Chase Earl, Siobhan Prasad. Tight ends are Vince DeSantis and Xavier Sullivan. It was 2nd and 1. They bring 2 tight ends to the same side. South changes the play at the line of scrimmage. I formation. This will be a counter play to McBride, and McBride picks up the first down with ease. Combo tackle made out there by number 54, the inside linebacker DJ Woods, along with, I think that was Marquise Reed, number 55. First down.
That's a little bit of stat team action. We got Ike McBride and DJ Woods here in the stats truck with us this evening, and there they are making a play against each other in this ball game.
We'll get to the rest of the Legion lineup after this play, which will be a handoff out the middle to McBride. Makes a nice spin move before being tackled after a gain of 5. Achilles Papatonis is the defensive end, along with Caribbean Womack. Michael Ruri is the defensive tackle rookie, joined by Gerald Giudice. DJ Woods inside, along with Josh Farnsey. Marquise Reed is out, the other backer, followed by Emmanuel Blackman, Will Stern, Michael Lester, Zach Lay are the corners. As McBride surges up the middle and to set up a 3rd and 2. And we have Mark Lopez at free safety, followed by 2 strong safeties, J.J. Whitfield and Drew Hamilton. Third and 2, South. Standard pro set, 2 tight ends. Get to McBride up the middle. Oh, she's going to be a yard short of the sticks. Tackle made by DJ Woods.
And DJ says, you got me on the first one, but not that one. And I think if I'm the defender, I'd much rather have that 3rd down play. That's a huge stop there to get Carolina off the field. What a play by DJ Woods.
No pass attempts for South that drive, all run plays, and it'll be 5 plays and over for the Skyhawks. Oh! And I think Carolina fell on it.
They did.
Oh my goodness. Number 44 for the Skyhawks fell on the football, and they'll take over at the Vancouver 26-yard line.
Oh man. And what an unfortunate time for the Legion. I mean, you're getting the ball back, but your specialist coughs it up, and now the Skyhawks are right here at the SFL red zone.
Here we get a Tori Hanzo in motion out of the backfield next to DeSantis. Here's to get to McBride, hurdles over and down. Defender breaks one more tackle, picks up 7 to start the first down play following the sudden change situation.
And one thing that's not going to change about Ike McBride is, she's just such a dominant downhill runner. When you can get her going north and south, she's one of the best backs in the league.
The 2nd and 3 situation. Tight end in motion, that's Solomon coming across formation. It's one of the aspects I love about this new game is the in-motion characteristics you get as McBride picks up the first down. Tackled just short of the 10-yard line, it'll be first down.
And really going to test Vancouver's mettle here as their defense, they got the special teams, they got that break, but have basically been out on the field for 10-plus plays now, and really going to test their stamina here.
Sprint out by South. Has time, fires.
Oh, no!
At the 5-yard line. Picked off on the play as Carolina turns it over deep in the red zone. Drew Hamilton.
And that is so unfortunate. I mean, your quarterback got out of the pocket, had plenty of time to throw, but the defense just dropped back in coverage. And Drew Hamilton had his eyes on the quarterback the entire time. And as soon as South went to release the ball, he made his move and got the ball back for the Legion.
Christian Brown, 1st and 10 from his own 5. We get a score update from the other game. LA is in front of Atlanta 10-0. Logan Jack already over the century mark in the first quarter as Brown, the play was busted, so he had to make do for himself, and he gets 5 yards on the improvised scramble drill there.
Oh, man, and he had his head on a swivel as he was going right up the heart of the defense and just got down as quickly as he could once he got a couple of positive yards.
2nd and 5 out of the I, 2 tight ends. Blanco heads off to Logan Lee, and Lee gets blown up by Mojo McClain to set up a 3rd and 1.
No rushing attempts for Redford to this point. It's been all Logan Lee on the ground. Be curious to see if Redford gets a carry.
He does have one carry for 2 yards.
Did I miss that? I'm sorry.
Go to the Hall of Famer again. It'll be a pitch play out to Lee, a 1st down. And the SFLM standout looking good here in the early going. .3:17 to go, 1st and 10. Skyhawks showing a 4-man front. Toss out to Lee once again. Plows ahead for a couple of yards.
I'm liking the way this rookie running back looks. He's running tough, not afraid to seek out the contact, but looks like he has the speed to get around the edge, and looks like he has the big play capability here in this one, Colin.
2nd and 6. Blanco gives to Lee once again. Logan Lee.
There he goes.
Tackle. Down the sideline he goes and scurries out of bounds for the 1st down marker just ahead of the 30-yard line.
And right on cue, just wanting to display some of that ability that he has, showing why he was such a high value prospect, coming out of the draft. And Vancouver is already an explosive offense, so for them to be able to have this double-headed monster, so to speak, it could be a dangerous attack for Vancouver.
Christian Brown now back in. He's got 2 receivers to the bottom. Lee still the back. We get an audible from Brown, followed by Merson from Chris Curtis. Play clock at 3. Snap is good. Brown 1st down the middle of the field to McMichaels, the tight end, for the 1st down.
And McMichael's doing a good job making himself available, got inside of the linebacker, and there was no safety help over the top, and sealed the linebacker on his hip, and Christian Brown knew just what to do there.
I formation, 2 receivers to the top. Brown back to throw. Fires. Complete again. That's McMichaels, and it'll be our first visit from Mr. Inches this evening, Stephen.
And it'll be interesting to see where the Legion go on this 2nd and short. And McMichaels has turned up here and looking to be the early receiver favorite for the Legion in this game.
Tight end in motion. Now flexed out as a wide receiver. Brown. Give off to Redford. He picks up the 1st down.
I like that, Colin. I think that's the right move. Go to the veteran, knows what to do, is probably has a little bit more experience there with his eyes, knows where to be with the ball, and made the right move. Took the contact and fell forward.
It helps when you invested in the offensive line as well, as the Legion have been known for over the years, and this year being no exception. It's a throw down the middle. Is incomplete. McMichael's the intended receiver. Incomplete.
And nice coverage there. The Skyhawks have been waiting for their chance to kind of key off on the Legion again. And once the ball was in the air and the receiver tried to reach out and grab it, that defender was there to knock the ball loose.
You get a single back in the backfield. Brown back to throw, and Christian Brown going long. Oh, but the pass is dropped. Incomplete. McMichaels again, the intended receiver, sets up 3rd and long.
And that's Bari Amin Eaglin. And that was pretty impressive coverage there. That's safety going up against tight end, but that's a matchup you expect your safety to be able to go out and compete and go up against those tall and muscular tight ends.
We get a bunch to the bottom here on 3rd and 10. And they got Austin Blanco in. He sprints out, throws, and caught by Justice Blackwell for the first down. What a catch there by Blackwell on a throw from the rookie quarterback.
And that one looked really nice. Good coverage there from the Skyhawks. Had 2 men in the area, but just a nice throw from this rookie quarterback. Blanco, actually the slower of the 2 quarterbacks rostered by the Legion, but they elected to roll him out there for his first pass.
So he's now 1 of 2 passing. Ball is now marked at the 25-yard line. It's a 12-yard pickup according to our stat sheet. Logan Lee on the carry, and he goes backwards. He lost 2 yards. There's Mojo McLean on the stop, and that'll be an end to a fast-moving but entertaining first quarter of play. 0-0 is our score from Raleigh. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Colin Northrup, Stephen Hacker. Here in the broadcast booth, the Carolina Skyhawks play host to the Vancouver Legion. High formation, Christian Brown back to throw down the middle as a man, first down. Catch made, and there's BK12, Brett Killian on the reception.
There's a guy that's not afraid to put his body on the line for his quarterback, knows that safety is there, but Killian knows that he knows that that's how he's going to get those paychecks, right? He's got to take those hits, and that's money in the bank there.
2 receivers to the bottom. Brown still in. He throws to the end zone. It's intercepted. Intercepted on the play by the linebacker. And it'll be kneeled out. Ball comes out to the 20. What a play by the backer there.
Great coverage. I mean, that was amazing coverage on the taller tight end, and just able to get in front and take that one away. That's a fantastic play, and that's 2 takeaways now by the Skyhawks defense inside their own red zone. So the Skyhawks really clamping down when it matters the most.
South fires complete to, that's DeSantis, picks up 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. 10-minute quarter, so the game will be a little bit shorter in this new era of play. Here's South. Gives to McBride. Almost gets there. And they say she got the first down via forward progress.
And just a wrecking ball inside the tackles. I mean, that's one of the toughest running backs to bring down inside the gaps like that is Ike McBride, and no doubt in my mind that she got that one there.
Bunch to the bottom. Single back pitch out. McBride This time will be racked but up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. Something I'm noticing, Steven, as I've watched a couple of the games and doing it again now, the teams have more unique identities than ever. You see the Skyhawk on the helmets there, and the uniforms. It just helps differentiates the teams even more, which I love. As Matt South has all day to throw, fires complete to Sanchez for the first down to about the 35-yard line is where he was tackled.
And to key off back on your point about the opportunities for these teams to look unique and look great here in this new game, I mean, and what better two teams to do it? These two great franchises, very proud of their teams, of their brand, and of their logo, and their culture, and it's great to see every team now get an opportunity to kind of highlight who they are on an individual basis. It's pretty cool, very unique.
McBride picks up 4 yards on the dive. Nice looking midfield logo there in this stadium. Man, it's fantastic to see how sparkling it looks. 2nd and 6. South counter get to McBride up the middle. Another broken tackle. And it'll be 3rd down and less than 1.
I really think they got something with that counter play. Ran it a couple of times in this game already, and it's worked very well for them each time.
Split back, single receiver to the top of the field. It's McBride running over people. Man, is she in mid-season form right about now? As she gets a first down as we tick under 7 to go. It's 6:52 and counting in the first half.
Yeah, Mark Lopez, the beneficiary of a couple of other Legion defenders bouncing off McBride, really slowing her down and allowing Lopez to come over there and wrap her up and drag her down.
Here's South again to McBride. This time she's tracked down in the backfield for a loss. Tackle made on the play. Couldn't get a good look at the number.
Looked like 30. I think that was Michael Lister there calling.
Rookie corner coming up and playing nice run support, loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11. Matt South will send Harish Prasad in motion. He's shadowed by Zach Lay, number 41, the corner out there. South back to throw. Has to dump this off to McBride. McBride will get tackled for no gain. Oh, we have an injury on the field. It's Gerald Giudicese's hacker, and this doesn't look good.
No, not good. Obviously in pain there on the ground, and what a huge part of the Vancouver Legion front 7 there at the defensive tackle spot. I'll get an update on him hopefully very soon. And maybe we'll see him back out on the field here in this game.
If only other one contracted defensive tackle, Michael Rury, who has 1 tackle so far. He's at the nose spot as South throws, got him in open. It's Riley Quintero for the first down. What a clutch play on 3rd down to the former Nightwing wide receiver.
Yeah, and Quintero is kind of known through his career to make those kind of big plays in big moments, starting in his SFLM career, and has just made some plays there, made some plays for Denver over the years, and now Carolina looking to capitalize on maybe a little bit of that magic as well, getting him involved in the offense.
He's 3 of 4. That's by far 4 or 5 for 41 yards and an interception. That by far being his biggest completion to date. Here's the toss to McBride. She only picks up 1. And the lady they call the smear is definitely starting to slow down as Emmanuel Blackman comes up to make the tackle.
And one thing that I kind of notice is on plays that where McBride has to go outside the tackles, the defense seems to get there a lot faster. When she gets to go inside the tackles, it's usually +3 every time.
Here they swing it out to her.
Oh,
He's gonna score the first touchdown unofficially for the Skyhawks in this new era.
Says, I don't need to be the fastest player on the field. I'm the strongest player on the field. Shakes off at the tackler with the nice spin move, absorbing the contact, keeping your balance. And then it's off to the races, but there's no defender near. Once she breaks off of those two tackles, great block also there near the goal line. And Ike McBride punches it in for the first touchdown of the game.
We get a 6-0 game. This is Malone on for the PAT with 4:55 to go. High snap, but the kick is down and through. 12-play, 79-yard drive covering 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And Ike McBride on the receiving touchdown from Matt South has resulted in the first score of the ball game. Let's see if the Legion can respond in kind. Kickoff is away. Malone boots it way deep in the end zone, and this time Lunar will down it in the end zone for a touchback.
That was an impressive kick. That had quite some distance to it.
Indeed. Didn't realize Malone's been working on the legs here in the offseason. Christian Brown under center. Got a man in motion. It's Curtis. Legion down by 7. Give off to Logan Lee. Picks up 4 yards. And so far, the highly talented rookie running back, Steven, has been getting the lion's share of the running carries. He has 7 attempts so far for 29 yards.
Yeah, I think that's smart for Vancouver. Get your rookie out there and let him get some snaps at this big lead speed and see what he has to offer for your team.
Well, there's a shoulder charge into Joseph, but Monty Wyatt, who had the interception earlier, cleaned it up.
Oh, the trainer's coming back out.
We got Davidson Joseph down on the field, hurt at corner. He took that shoulder charge from Lee, and boy, you just hate to see that.
Yeah, maybe he just got his bell rung. We'll see. Able to walk off the field under his own power. That's a somewhat positive sign. And again, we'll keep an eye out for both injury updates and try to get you something as soon as possible.
Christian Brown under center. One receiver tight to the wing as Brown is back to throw. Has all day to throw. Here's down the field. Tipped and incomplete. Pass looked for Brett Killian. But number 22, Tristan Hatley, said, not today.
And that's what you need. You need the veterans of your defense to step up, especially when one of your top defenders goes down. So for Hadley to come out there and reset the tone for the defense, that's a big veteran play, and that's what the Skyhawks need.
There's Smith, punts it away. Fielded. And returned up to the 45. It's Molds, number 80. Skyhawks take over, up by 7 with 4:14 left. No touches yet for Tori Hanzo. So involved in the offense a year ago. He's been used more of a blocker so far. As Matt South tosses again to McBride. McBride probing the outside. Boy, she's a tough cookie to bring down. Picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. And
I like what Carolina did there. It was no frills. The toss, I guess you could say, is a little fancy, but it was just pretty much we're gonna line up all our power here. We're gonna be obvious where we're going, and they crammed it right down Vancouver's throats. Nice play for the Skyhawks.
There's Hanzo in the backfield at fullback. McBride follows his block and picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and 2. See adjustments being made on the sidelines there of the Skyhawks.
Be interesting to see, Colin, if somebody other than Ike McBride can make a play for the Skyhawks to move the chains.
16 carries, 57 yards so far for McBride. This is carry number 17, and she's stopped for no gain. Combo tackle made by Farnsey and Ruri. And the defense for the Legion comes up with a big stop.
And it just shows you the awareness of the Legion. They were ready. They knew where the Skyhawks, where their tendencies are, and they're adjusting to it. And so nice job on that 3rd and 2 to recognize the counter play and collapse there on Ike McBride and get the ball back here.
On his way, Blackwell on the return only will get up to about the 16. It'll be first down. The Legion have 2:51 to work with. Down by only 7 in spite of a couple of turnovers. Christian Brown. Send a tight end in motion. That is Ruiz the third. Number 88 there in motion. Pitch out to Logan Lee. Lee has all kinds of room. Breaks the tackle, picks up 7 on first down.
And that's a nice gain for your offense there on first down. Makes 2nd and 3rd so much more manageable. You can go to a variety of options here. So Vancouver really ahead of the sticks here.
I formation, 2 backs in the backfield. Stern in front of Lee, who gets the ball again, picks up the first down. And boy, is he feeling his oats today, Steven.
Looks sharp, looks really crisp out there for a rookie. Looks totally capable to come in and take over as a primary back. But fortunately for Vancouver, they've got two great running backs in their backfield this season.
They got split backs. Here's Sawyer Stern on the carry, and the fullback gets stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Mojo McLean on the stop. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube.
Great look at that wall of honor there, Colin. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Andy Hamilton, the owner of the Vancouver Legion, his name is up there. There are plenty of ties between the two organizations, both in the present time and historically speaking. Gillian in motion to the top of the screen. So line up in the eye. Christian Brown back to throw. Lobs it. Tipped in. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10. Monty Wyatt again on the deflection.
And I think Monte Wyatt is on a mission. Not only once was he snubbed from the All-Star game, but twice he was snubbed from the All-Star game. And I think he's really got something to prove this season, and it's starting here in this preseason game.
Indeed, as Lee motions out of the backfield, now they have 5 wide to the pattern, 4 to the bottom, 1 to the top. This will be Brown. Down the middle, catch made. First down to the 45-yard line. That's Chris Curtis, number 84.
And very tough, very creative there from Vancouver, overloading that right side of the field and really putting the pressure on the secondary. And I believe that was number 20 in coverage, Chris Delro for the Skyhawks. And that's a tough matchup. Chris Curtis at one-on-one with the safety. That's a tough matchup for the safety. And good job by Brown to find him there over the middle.
Here's a toss out to Logan Lee. Lee breaks the tackle. Breaks 2 tackles. He's up over the 50. Got a first down to the 40. There goes Logan Lee. 20, 10, Tackle just short of the 10 at about the 11. It'll be first down. What a huge run by the rookie.
And I at first I didn't think he was going to get the ball into the outside arm there on the left. You'll kind of see it here after he breaks the second tackle. Get the ball into the outside arm, outside, and then does it at the last second to shake off Ibari Amaniglan, and it's off to the races. Unfortunately, gets dragged down from behind, caught from behind. Not what you want to see from a running back getting caught from a linebacker from behind, but he'll work on that explosiveness, I'm sure. Maybe got a little bit of a nervousness thinking he was going to get in the end zone.
Roll to the end zone, touchdown. The rookie, Zora Lunar, holds that in. And we're an extra point away from a tie.
And we got some rookie vulturing, and Zora Lunar feels no shame about it. You do all the work, and I'll finish it off. What a great throw there as the Legion find their way into the end zone. And we are 1 point away from a tie ball game here, Colin.
Are we indeed? Chance to win is the kicker, number 3. That was a 42-yard run by Logan Lee. Sets up the touchdown pass of 11 yards to Zora Lunar. Snap spot kick is good, and with 1 minute to go in the first half, Legion take it 7 plays, 84 yards, and a minute 51 seconds. They're tied up at 7, Steven. Here we go.
Yeah, and great job by the stats team. That's Ike McBride and DJ Woods with us tonight, keeping us informed throughout this game, doing a great job in this one so far. Appreciate both of you being here with us tonight.
There's the return up the middle. Molds. Oh, he got knocked back, and his forward progress will be ruled to be stopped at the 26-yard line. 55 seconds left. We get another look on the return, Steven.
Yeah, really pretty much made the right decision there, in my opinion. Follow the blocks right up the middle. Nothing really opened up on the outside. So do your best to just try to find a seam right there in the middle. And unfortunately for Molds, there was nowhere to go, but took what he got out of it, got out to the 26.
First and 10, 55 seconds left. Interesting to see how Carolina plays this here as we get a check from south at the line of scrimmage. Hanzo in motion out. Play clock at 4. Get to McBride up the middle. And she continues to grind her way. Picks up 9.
Yeah, it was really being dragged down after 7, but that extra 2 is just all sheer will, as Drew Hamilton doing everything that he can to drag down McBride, but she just won't go. Does a little wrestle flip there at the end to get the extra 2 yards, and just will not be slowed down or stopped at all.
Hanzo lines up in the backfield in the eye with McBride. McBride gets the toss, finds the alley, and gets the first down just short of the 40 at the 39. And it looks like Carolina is just going to be content to run the clock out. Looks like we'll get one more play, as we're at 10 seconds. We'll do an Ike McBride handoff. Picks up 4 yards. She ends the first half with 20 carries. As we are tied at 7 apiece, headed into the locker room.
An amazing first half performance there from Ike McBride. I mean, that's workhorse type numbers. 20 touches on the ground, 2 receptions, a touchdown through the air, 22 yards through the air, 78 yards on the ground. I mean, just 22 total touches, almost 100 total yards, and just in the first half alone, and already has the touchdown. So definitely, Carolina, I think is wise to go with their game-breaking running back to be their focal point. But again, I'd like to see something else from the Skyhawks coming out in this second half. I think they need to find a new way to get first downs, to move the ball a little bit, as they're a little one-sided now. It's working well for them, But you need to start working on some things that you can go to whenever maybe Ike McBride needs a break, or a team has a good game plan, maybe a really stout linebacking core or something. So you really need to try to find that second layer. It'll be interesting to see if Carolina goes that way in the second half. For Vancouver, I think that what they're lacking right now is a big play. I don't think that they've really had a huge play aside from the nice run from Logan Lee, but you saw what that led to for them. So if Vancouver can keep finding those big plays, I think that their offense looks fine. It's just they kind of stall out at times. So I think that they need to find that big play to get them into plus territory so they can find those points.
Let's see what happens. Is the kickoff by a chance to win, returned up the middle. Carolina will get it. 1st and 10 at the 28. 25 tackles for that defense, along with 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery in the first half. Legion looking to get started on the right foot, wearing all white uniforms, white helmets, blue face mask. Matt South turns, gives Ike McBride up the middle. 1st down, tackle made by Zach Lay, pickup of, let's call it 10 or so.
So dominant on the ground. Just once she's got up to the full head of steam, it's impossible to bring her down with that first contact. She's just an absolute wrecking ball anywhere on the field.
We have a score from Atlanta as of a couple minutes ago. It's 16-10 LA with 38 seconds to go in the first half as Ike McBride just continues to run over people. Oh, we actually got an update. It's 23-10 Atlanta in the first half. Logan Jack, 240 yards on the ground in the first half, Steve.
That is, wow. That is crazy. So you could say that Ike McBride's the workhorse here in Carolina, and I guess out there in LA, Logan Jack is their workhorse. But interestingly enough, they're down 13. Colin, they had a 10-0 lead in the first quarter, and it seems like the second quarter was all Atlanta.
Arish Prasad in motion. There was an interesting graphic that popped up on the screen. Of the yards made by Ike McBride, over 30 have been after the first hit, as this pass is incomplete, intended for Harish Prasad, Mark Lopez, with a good break on the ball.
Yeah, 30 yards after contact of your 100, so that's pretty nice. A pretty nice little average there for you. Whenever you can go out there, absorb those hits, but continue to move forward, and your offense reaps the rewards of that.
I actually got a correction on that score update. It's 23-10 LA in front. So they're using the big first half from Logan Jack to spring out in front. As it's 3rd and 10 here in our ball game, Steven. And the Skyhawks, for the first time in a while, facing 3rd and long.
Never lost, Mike St. Green. Had the stat correction there in the YouTube channel. Had to throw that out there, Mike St. Green.
Down the field catch made, Chase Earl. Wow. On a 3rd and a 10. Matt South flings the rock down the field, and he finds Earl for his first reception of the ball game.
And that's a big play. That's a confidence boost for number 10 out there for the Skyhawks. They didn't dial up Ike McBride. They went through the air, and they got the first down, moved the chains, and your quarterback can hold his head a little bit higher now, and his confidence is starting to rise.
Pitch out. McBride trying to make a juke on Lay. It's brought down after pick up a 4. See the numbers for McBride. 24 carries. Over 100 yards with that last one. He gets it again. And it's 3rd and 1. Pick up
now another opportunity. I think this is a good spot for Matt South to try something short and give Ike McBride a chance to take a breather.
Matt South changing the play. Toss McBride. First down and more. Down to the 10. Oh, we have Mark Lopez down on the field. Free safety out there trying to make a play, and he comes up. Gimpy.
Both teams have that injury bug here in this ball game. It appears our third injury tonight. Maybe it's just something about being close to the ocean. I'm not sure what's going on down there on the field.
26 carries, 115 yards with a long of 14. McBride again. Rui on the tackle. Along with Zach Lay, it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, South. Throws, end zone, touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Solomon.
And I think South has to be feeling it right now as 2 big completions on that drive. One to get that first down, the second to get them into the end zone and regain that lead in this ball game. Got the home crowd on their feet here in Raleigh.
Just beyond the end line. They only cut Malone on for the extra point. 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Snap, spot, kick is good. 10 plays, 73 yards, taking 3 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. It's 14-7. Carolina in front. Kickoff is away. Blackwell from the 2 up the middle, over the 10 to the 20. They'll mark it at the 30. And that's where the Legion will take over.
Any impressions of the stadium so far, Colin? What are your thoughts of looking here at Carolina Stadium? Anything standing out?
Well, they got all their slogans up. Of course, "We Want the Smoke" is always legendary. But I really like the logo they got at midfield. It's a nice touch to sort of go with something that's not your primary logo.
And that end zone logo looks really sharp too. How the Skyhawk takes up the whole end zone like that, it looks really sharp.
Yeah, I agree. Christian Brown misfires on his first pass attempt. He'll be 2nd and 10. I haven't seen a lot of Austin Blanco. He's just been on the field for a lot of Logan Lee handoffs, but only 3 pass attempts to his name. It's been Christian Brown doing the lion's share of the tossing of the pigskin. It's 2nd and 10. Brown back to throw. Fires underneath, and Chris Curtis with a diving reception to set up a 3rd and 3 pickup at 7.
And these veteran receivers at the top of the depth chart for the Legion, not afraid to get dirty, as you see Curtis at the end of that play wiping his arms off as he had to go out and lay out and make that catch there for his quarterback.
Oh, we get one guy in the backfield. There's Brown down the middle. Catch made, Brett Killian. A little bit of a triple option-y look, but they throw out of it. Have to think there are other plays in the playbook, perhaps, so you can get a little tricky.
Yeah, and I think that was a good job by Brown, looking off the linebacker, got him in a bad spot in coverage, and just dropped it in right where it needed to be.
Here's Austin Blanco as they go 3 wide, 2 to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Blanco gives off to Robert Redford, picks up 6 yards up the middle. Only had 2 carries in the first half for 4 yards. He picks up 6 there on that carry.
Looks like he's back out on the field here as well.
Christian Brown now back. Brown gives off to Redford. And the natural, he's stopped after a pick of a 2 short of the 40. Tristan Atley on the tackle.
And another nice stop there from the defensive back of the Skyhawks. And it's a 3rd and 2 for the Legion. And this is a big opportunity for Vancouver to stay on the field and really get into scoring position.
2 tight ends to one side. Now they motion one of them across. That's Ruiz. Now he's to a slot position on the top of your screen. Christian Brown turns Gibbs to Hall of Famer elect. Picks up the first down.
And a big carry. He's came out here in the second half looking really refreshed, really, like he's got a full tank of gas. And those last 3 carries has really done the work for the Legion.
He's now up to 21 yards. $22 yards on 5 carries. Curtis motions to the top. He's now in the slot next to Killian. Christian Brown back to throw. The dump underneath.
Man.
There goes the tight end down the field. Steven McMichael showing off the muscle.
That was me.
Watch this one more time.
Oh, Shravon, your mouthpiece is over there.
Oh my
goodness.
Yeah, I agree. One of the league's great personalities in his time in the league. All around great human being. Bounced around from team to team. Looks like he might have found a home here in the Great White North as Logan Lee takes the carry, runs over one man before being tackled after a pickup of 7.
And Logan Lee being used as the change of pace there, getting him outside, letting him use that speed, and nice inside block there. And wow, goes not only gets the first block, but seeking out secondary blocking, and there's the pancake finishing off. You'd love to see that there in the trenches.
Get that man some maple syrup. You get Logan Lee, 13 carries, 90 yards. He gets 75 after he gets hit.
Yeah, that's the breaking the tackle and the elusive speed to break away, whereas Ike McBride is looking to punish a second defender after taking the contact.
Radford gets the carry. He stopped just short. It'll be 3rd and less than 1. Whole playbook's open here, Steven.
Yeah, and they really can go anywhere. I would like to see Redford get the nod, but Logan Lee would be a nice secondary to that as well.
Sawyer Stern, might he get a carry? He had 1 attempt in the first half, but no, it'll be Redford first down as he keeps the legs grinding forward. Past the 10, just short of the 5, it'll be 1st and goal.
And then you got me thinking, we were talking about the team slogans there on the stadium for Carolina being "We want the smoke." Well, one of Vancouver's team slogan is "Eternal Frost." So we got Eternal Frost versus "We want the smoke." We'll see if it's fire or ice in this game.
Blanco turns, gives off to Redford. It'll be 2nd and goal. Interesting use of the QB2 by the Legion so far. It's 2nd and goal. Offset I formation. Give to Logan Lee. And he's not in. He's stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, that was Levant Irvine there coming over to help drag down the running back. And this is a good situation for Carolina. They invested very heavily in their front 7, so fully capable to cram the middle here and stop the run. We'll see if Vancouver's got enough to push it in.
With Austin Blanco in at quarterback for this critical 3rd and goal situation. 1 yard away from a touchdown. They give the lead, and he's in easy. Touchdown, Legion.
Yeah, when you're on the goal line, you just need to give a lane for your running back, and that's what Lee did. He was patient. He adjusted. He was kind of running laterally, and then once he found his gap, boom, he explodes and finds the end zone. And Vancouver's right back in this ball game, extra point away from tying it up.
What a block on the edge too by Abad Ruiz III. He's been doing most of the dirty work, blocking for these run plays. And I tell you what, Logan Lee is definitely worth the investment. Excited to see how he progresses, as that was a 13-play, 70-yard drive, taking 5 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock. 1:41 to go in the 3rd. We're tied at 14. Chance to win. Kicks up. This will be Johnson again out of his end zone. Up the middle and down to the 23.
What would you like to see Carolina do here to respond now that this game is back even?
Well, so far they've only passed the ball 9 times, but have completed 7 of them. Strangely enough, Steven, Harish Prasad has no receptions and only 1 target.
Oh, the times they are a-changing.
Well, let's see if Harish can get on the stat sheet. As Matt South drops, throws, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Xavier Solomon, the intended target, and he's a little frustrated as the pass sailed just beyond his reach. Second and 10. I formation. 2 receivers to the top. South back to throw. Fires. Bobbled over the middle. Zach Leon coverage. Incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like he was there covering up Harish Prasad. Another incompletion for the Skyhawks. And I like that Carolina's trying to throw the ball here. But now you're really up against it. 3rd and 10. And they respond in turn, coming out with that empty set, Colin.
Now they motion Harish Prasad to the top, so it's a 4-by-1 look. South back to throw.
Oh no!
He goes, sack time. Michael Drury, number 75 on the sack. And
that is just so unfortunate. As South, I guess, was feeling the pressure, and instead of trying to make an errant throw, elected to hold on to the ball and take the sack. And super unfortunate there for the Skyhawks. Looked like he was trying to get the ball out, but just couldn't do it with that pressure barreling down on him.
As we get a punt, it'll now take under a minute. Ball caught at the 50. Blackwell returns just into Carolina's territory. They'll mark it down at the 46.
Vancouver with a great opportunity now, just past midfield, already in plus territory, with an opportunity now to take the lead going into the 4th quarter.
End of the 3rd quarter in the other game. Los Angeles in front 23-13. Atlanta with a 15-play, 87-yard drive takes 6 minutes, but only ends in 3 points.
That's a lot of work for just little scraps there, but that's a big drive. 15 plays, going basically 90 yards. That's a heck of a drive. But then, yeah, only ending with 3 points. That's tough.
As we're approaching into the third quarter here, Redford stopped for a loss of 1. Christian Brown back to throw. Oh! Back again with the interception. That's Spoon. He had one earlier off of Brown. He gets his second one tonight.
What a play. Oh man, just a full extension on that. Oh, what a play. What a play.
Brandon Spoon, my goodness. Blows it to Carolina 41. First and 10, Carolina. South changes the play. He's got 3 wide receivers out of an I backfield. And Ike McBride with a handoff, and she only gets 1. Tackle made by Marquise Reed.
And I do not blame Carolina at all for going right back to Ike McBride after passing 3 straight attempts last drive. Coming out and going back to what was working for you is probably a smart recipe.
2nd and 9 will be the last play of the quarter. Will be a Matt South pass over the middle, tipped in, incomplete, off the hands of somebody back there. It'll be a 3rd and 9 as we start the 4th and final period. We're all tied at 14 apiece. Carolina, Vancouver. Put your 4s, 86s, 68s, and 12s up in chat, folks. Colin Northrup, Stephen Hacker, you're in the booth with you as we continue the preseason of games here in this new era of the Simulation Football League. 3rd and 9 for the Skyhawks. Matt South, he's been busy. He's back to throw again. Has a clean pocket, fires down the field, tipped in, incomplete. Threw it into traffic looking for Chase Earl, but ultimately finding no one.
Yeah, maybe had a clean pocket because Vancouver was dropping back into coverage, and just South unable to squeeze that one in there. And we're playing the back and forth game right now here, Colin. One of these teams has got to find a way to take control of this ball game. Still plenty of time left to figure things out.
Kick is away. Justice Blackwell on the return. He'll get wrapped up at the 26. And the Legion will take over.
Well, really good look at the wall honor there.
Oh, indeed. Shan Varner, of course, he did so much for this franchise when they first became the Carolina Skyhawks. And he's still coaching after some time away from the organization. Definitely deserves to have his name up there as this pass complete. It's McMichaels again. I tell you what, this tight end is eating tonight.
Yeah, and it's really nice to see that tight ends can be such a safety valve for quarterbacks, and when you have a steady target, a journeyman like Steve McMichaels, it's nice to see him get some love in a nice high-powered offense.
Lee tackled for no gain, still 3rd and inches. He got caught up in the wash there.
Yeah, and one of the very, very few minimal or negative plays in this ball game for Logan Lee. It's interesting to see that happen to him. I'd like to see him get another look here.
3rd and inches. Here's to give the lead again. Gets the first down easy and so much more. Stiff arms wide out of bounds.
And is it just me, Colin, or do you see the difference when trying to get to the edge between Ike McBride and Logan Lee? There's just an explosiveness there that Lee has when getting to the edge, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, you can definitely see it. This guy runs angry and determined. A lot of people felt he was going to be a high round draft pick, and he fell down very late to the Legion. And he definitely is running like he has a chip on his shoulder. Christian Brown over the middle, incomplete. Chris Curtis, the intended receiver, pass was just off.
And a rare mislink there between these two. But still plenty of opportunities here. 2nd and 10. We'll see what the Legion can draw up.
Here's Brown. Over the middle. Catch made. Guess who? It's McMichaels again. And
sure-handed, steady as she goes, working the way down the field. And yeah, just no one within 7 yards of the primary target in this offense today. And you got to be scratching your head. Carolina's got to get somebody over there near them.
10 targets, 6 grabs. With a long of 15. Thank you to Ike McBride and TJ Woods keeping track of the stats and figures for us here in the stats truck. Counterplay. Lee up the middle. Only gained 2 yards.
Yeah, it was Mojo McLean and Danny Stinson there on the group tackle. 2 linebackers for the Skyhawks.
2nd and 8. Ball just short of the 40. Man in motion is Rees. Brown back to throw. Fires down the field, has a man. Caught for the first down. That's Curtis again.
And last time couldn't connect, but this time an absolutely great catch. Climbs the ladder, gets up over the top of the defender on that corner route, and a nice throw and nice pitch and catch there on the outside for the Legion.
Look who tackled him on the play. His girlfriend, Skippy Curtis.
Well, I'm sure he's used to that, knowing their relationship. She's the aggressor for sure.
Oh, that's a good one. As Logan Lee breaks tackles, picks up about 12 yards down to the 10. That'll be first down.
And Logan Lee continuing to show that game-breaking ability, whether on the outside or up the middle, stiff-arming defenders, breaking tackles, just lowering the shoulder. This guy can do it all.
It's 1st and 10, 6:20 and counting to go. Give up the middle. Pick up of 2. We get a question in the chat. He says, is this league still using it? I think he means All Pro Football for their sims. Nope, we've switched to a brand new modded engine, and we're calling it 4K23. We've seen it for the first time. Christian Brown under center. No, that's out to Redford. Picks up yards just short of 5. 3rd and 6.
I thought Redford was going to get lit up on that play, but that defender there on the outside over pursued, and Redford fortunately able to salvage that play.
5 tackles for Danny Stinson today. Throw to the end zone. Brown missed him. He had a man in the end zone. That was Killian. But it looks like chance to win will be on to try the field goal attempt. So we get another look at
it. Timing. That's the only thing I could say there. I think Brown put the ball exactly where him and BK12 have agreed to put it. I think the timing was just slightly off. You saw Brown scrambling backwards. I think that attributed to that missed throw there in the end zone. What a missed opportunity for Vancouver.
Chance to win from 23 is up and good. So with 5:20 to go, The Legion drive 12 plays, 68 yards. It's a little over 4 minutes and change taken off the clock. And with 5:20 to go, it's a 3-point lead for Vancouver. Kick is deep, a couple of yards up the middle. It's Molds this time on the return, and Molds up the middle will get tackled at the 28. And look at the average return for Molds today. 30 and a half of 61 total. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, doing a lot of work, or doing a lot of work with the opportunities presented with them in this ball game, and giving the offense some great starting field position in the process.
.407 left in the fourth. Hollywood with a rushing touchdown puts Atlanta within 3:23-20. Los Angeles still in front. Pickup of 6 yards there in a play. Vince DeSantis on the reception as we approach under 5 minutes to go. Second and 4, I formation. 2 tight ends to the same side. Ike McBride up the middle. And Schmier gets stopped 2 yards short of sticks by Marquise Reed and company.
Probably the biggest play of the game here for Carolina. They got to get this third down. They got to keep the ball in their hands. Otherwise, Vancouver can do a lot of damage and try to bleed out the clock.
4:22 toss. McBride.
There it is.
Down with the juke. And now with the broken tackle. She's up over the 50. Gets knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
And right when you need it, your best player delivers for your offense, and that's what you love to see. Your coaching staff loves to see it. Your offense loves to see it. You've been working on it all off season, and here it is, 3rd and 2, and your offense comes out here and they dominate at the point of attack.
Just an impressive juke there from a running back who prefers to do the dirty work inside. See the numbers now. She's up 30 carries with a long 21 for 146 yards. Chase Earl in motion to the bottom of your picture. Play clock at 2. They get it to McBride up the middle. Tackle after pick up a 5 as she passes the 40. We're now under 4 minutes to go. Want to get back to the Los Angeles-Atlanta game for just a moment. Logan Lee had 240 yards in the first half. So far, Steven, in the second half, he has 6 yards.
Crazy how the halves can flip on you like that. You can come out and have the best half of your career, and then the second half you come out and you have the worst half of your career to follow it up. It's just kind of how it works sometimes.
Marquise Reed with yet another tackle. This one a TFL just behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 sets up a 3rd and 6. Steven and the Skyhawks, well, they have to be careful here.
They really do, but unfortunately, I don't think they're going to draw up Ike McBride, and their formation kind of confirms that. We'll see if Matt South can complete this pass.
Down the middle. Oh. It almost was picked off by Zach Lay. Harish Prasad, the intended receiver, he wasn't ready for the football.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate. Both quarterbacks having a little bit of timing issues here in the preseason. Maybe that's something that they can build upon going into the regular season. Hey, turn that head around a little bit faster. There was pressure coming. I need to get the ball out, and you were wide open. Unfortunate miscommunication there for the Skyhawks, and there's one of the special teams.
Dribbles into the end zone for a touchback. So another bit of unfortunate luck there as the Legion They'll take over on their own 20 with 3:11 to go. Two wide receivers in the formation. Christian Brown now motioning Sawyer Stern to the left. Toss that way to Logan Lee. Follows the fullback block. Picks up 3 yards, but gets knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit of maybe a rookie move there, as maybe a more veteran player might stay in bounds on that one. His body, I mean, he was clearly running towards the sideline, needs to find a way to turn upfield and just fall forward and keep that clock moving.
2nd and 7. There's Christian Brown again. Makes an adjustment at the line of scrimmage against a 4-3 defense. He's back to throw. On the field, Money White with the knockdown. Pass intended for Chris Curtis. Clock stops again.
Yeah, Monty Wyatt on an island there with Chris Curtis as Carolina sent that corner blitz there on 2nd down. Brown saw it, but Monty Wyatt with great coverage out there on the wide receiver.
At 3rd and 7. 3:03 to go in the ball game. Legion up by 3. Back to throw, Christian Brown. Into traffic, a bunch of blue shirts in the area. And Amen Elgin with the knockdown.
And not to harp back on that 1st down play, but, Skyhawks going to get the ball back with 2 minutes, basically 3 minutes left in the ball game. And, had you stayed in bounds, you could have milked a little bit more of the clock and maybe had a different little bit of outcome there on that drive. As, Carolina has an opportunity here at home calling to win this ball game.
They'll get the ball in their own 42, 2:53 to go in the ball game. Here's a score update from Mike St. Green in the other game going on right now. Atlanta's up 23-27 with 2 minutes to go in the 4th. As Matt South is back to throw. All day fires. He's already got his first catch. He picks up 10 yards and he gets knocked out of bounds. What a time to come up with your first grab of the ball game, big guy.
Yeah, and I think he says, well, I made my one catch. I met my preseason quota. You can find me in the hot tub in the locker room. I'm done here tonight. He's waited till the very end of this game to get involved.
Had only 2 targets, had only 1 target beforehand. The catch is good for 10. It'll be 1st down just over the 50. They'll mark it at about the 48. And Pierce. Play clock at 10. They'll hand off McBride. Pick up 5, it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, one more nice little play here for the Skyhawks, and they can be at midfield, and that'll take us to about the 2-minute warning if they can do it. So, I'm sorry, they're already a little bit past midfield. So, Skyhawks in prime position here to at least tie this game up. They just got to avoid mistakes.
Here's McBride. Broken tackle. 40, 30. Spears loose. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ike McBride. Now she has 1 on the ground and 1 in the air.
And I heard in my ear from the stats truck, 2-minute warning. What's that? Just give me the ball. And Ike McBride's going to take it to the house. Longest carry of the ball game for her. And it's an explosive touchdown that gives the Skyhawks the lead there. Colin, fantastic. And again, just breaking more tackles. I think we need to add that to the stats of how many tackles are broken here, because Ike McBride is absolutely putting on a clinic, punishing these Legion defenders.
Indeed, she is. She's putting in the work. And a Tori Hanzo with the great initial lead block. Vince DeSantis, the tight end, finished it off. And with 2:13 to go, Carolina's up by 4. 3 plays, 57 yards, took them 40 seconds.
And I think if you're on Vancouver's side, you're saying, well, if they can do it, we can do it. We've got explosive weapons on our side as well. We just need to find that play and have it fall in our favor and get down the field. As you know, that's plenty of time. They still got a couple of timeouts here in this game, and plenty of time on the clock to get some points on the board.
Down in the end zone, so 2:12 on the clock, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. And Christian Brown back to work as he's under the center. Here's the toss out to Logan Lake. He's tackled after only a pickup of 1 by Danny Stenson. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL preseason action. The SFL is presented by APM Music live on YouTube. Two receivers to the bottom. Single back. In the backfield is Logan Lake. Tight end in motion now. Stephen McMichael. He's been busy. Now he resets. It's a draw play to Lee. First, no, they said he didn't get the first down. It'll be 3rd and inches, Stephen.
Oh, and it was perfectly timed on that draw play. A second long, and the defense was expecting pass, and Brown sold it perfectly, and Lee just short of that first down marker.
I tell you, the draws wouldn't have worked in the other game that we were using before, but it worked that time. Lee gets the first down. And we get a timeout after the first down run.
Be interesting to see if when, not if, I think it's when are we going to see Vancouver try to go with some kind of no huddle or hurry up offense here to try to conserve some timeouts, as they've got a lot of field to make up to get into scoring position.
Christian Brown back to throw it down the middle. Ooh, too long for Stephen McMichael.
I like it. I like the shot on first down. McMichaels has proven in this game that he's able to secure those targets, and the defense is not looking his way, just slightly overthrown there from Brown.
14 of 26 for 166 yards. Curtis motions to the top of your screen. Christian Brown back to throw against. Post over the middle, catch made by Killian. First down.
Clock is still moving. Vancouver not really showing any urgency yet.
Oh, now they show a little peppiness. 111, 110. Pitch out. Redford tackled, and they call it timeout with 1:02 left.
Things are really about to start getting crunchy for Vancouver as they're going through their timeouts and still got about 45 yards to get to the end zone.
On the 45. Christian Brown back to throw. Fires. Catch made by Ryan. Past the 20 to the 15.
Oh my goodness. That's Hall of Fame type receiver work there. Brett Killian, just unbelievable. One-on-one coverage. That's exactly what you got to do. You got to go out there. You got to win that matchup. And now the Legion are inside the SFL red zone, and the clock's still moving. They have the one timeout calling, but 40 seconds. This is crunch time now for number 4 there in the white.
It's the guy who threw for a boat ton of yards a year ago. Being asked to do it again. Here's
man.
stays in bounds, gets the first down. And they call the final timeout with 26 seconds to go. I thought he was going to hit the sidelines.
I was like, just go out of bounds. I was cool with going out of bounds there, but they stayed inbounds that time. Interesting decision again. Not going to give the rookie too much grief in this game. But fix that, Rook. Get it figured out, man.
First time we've seen this all night from either team. Killian motions to the slot to the top of your screen. Brown to the end zone. Tipped in. Second and goal. Tristan Hatley tipped it away. 22 seconds left as it's second and goal.
Tristan Hatley having a nice little ball game in the absence of Davidson Joseph, and has really stepped up big over there on that right side of the offensive formation. There you see him there down at the bottom of the screen.
Second and goal from about the 5. Round.
Oh no! What are you doing?
And Levon Irvine recovered. Carolina retains possession of the ball as Shervon Prasad picked it off, and then he was hit.
Oh.
And then Levon Irvine fell on the ball. So Carolina gets yet another red zone turnover off Vancouver.
He finally gets like an interception, but then nice hands Shervon can't hold on to it and he fumbles it. That's the irony there with that was prime. That was perfect. Perfectly sums up Shervon.
As one of his teammates in the chat goes, most Shervon play I've ever seen, and I have a tendency to agree.
Yes, it is. If you ever want to know what that play summarizes his entire career, for sure. Great player, just giving him a hard time. Great player.
Final score, Carolina 21, Vancouver 17. As we take a breakdown of the final statistics, Steven. Wow. 22 first downs, 16 of 30 for 270 yards, 3 interceptions for Christian Brown. Ike McBride, 34 carries. Logan Lee with 24 for 141. McBride with 189. Stephen McMichael's the leading receiver for both teams, 6 grabs, 59 yards. Drew Hamilton, 10 tackles. Marcus Speed with 9. Amen England with 8.
Ooh.
Got a couple pass pickups and some linemen. Spoon with 2 interceptions, returning for 22 yards. 409 total yards for the Legion, but turnovers ultimately result in a 4-point loss. Stephen, what are your thoughts?
I really like the downhill ability of Ike McBride. I think that Carolina has something that they can look forward to with her as their focal point in the offense. They got to figure out their receiving, I think, moving forward, but I trust that they're working on that. Vancouver, I'm kind of scared. I think that even though they lost this ball game, what I saw out of Logan Lee was scary. If they can find a way to couple that and somehow get Robert Redford involved, I think that they could be unstoppable. That looks really dangerous. The way that the running backs play here tonight, if Vancouver can somehow get a two-headed monster out of their backfield, I think that they could be really dangerous because they've got great receivers in Brett Killian, Chris Curtis, and Steve McMichael showed up here tonight. But they've also got Justice Blackwell. They got a rookie Zoro Lunar. So I think that Vancouver can be a dangerous offense if they can get some things figured out as well. Defensively, I really thought Monte Wyatt played very well. Again, I think this could be a revenge type season for him. As he's in his locker room, and probably the ownership and coaching staff there all feel like he is deserving of getting some kind of league recognition due to his past 2 seasons of play. Has had phenomenal seasons, and I think he's only trying to elevate that bar moving forward. So really interesting to see. That's probably somebody on the defensive side for the Skyhawks you should keep an eye on. Didn't see the update on Gerald Judasesi, but we'll see him back out on the field. Was unfortunate that he didn't get to play the whole game, but really keep an eye on him. I think he's a solid presence there on the front four for the Legion.
Agreed on all accounts there, but I'm more curious to see Christian Brown showed the form that he did a year ago, but Austin Blanco, he didn't do much. Only had 3 combined passes, had 2 pass attempts, completed 1 of them. But you know the talent's there. There's a reason why they picked him, and I would think that Austin Blanco is certainly a name to keep an eye on.
It's been a long offseason, Colin. It was great to get here in the booth with you for this preseason game. Looking forward to a great season 21 with you, my friend.
Yeah, indeed, Stephen. Thank you to our statisticians, DJ Woods and Ike McBride, keeping track of the facts and figures for us. For my partner, Stephen Hacker, this has been Colin Northrup. See you all very soon for Week 1 games.